everyone, welcome back to the podcast where we hope you're ready to have some big fun with us. I'm your cadet, and with me, as always, is my trusted ally, Garrett.
Hi.
Hi. Now, I already am aware, and I know that we are 2 videos behind, and we do apologize. We had some technical difficulties one of the days, and then I had a bit of a health scare the other day, but we are here finally, together, united as one.
I'm so excited.
I know,
Finally.
very fun. Obsessions, Garrett.
Yeah.
Obsessions. Everyone has them. Today, I thought we'd indulge in our own guilty pleasures. Since graduating recently, I gave myself some downtime just to relax my mind and have some decent downtime. I am curious by nature, so I hippity hop down rabbit holes quite frequently. My recent obsession has been watching these YouTube videos of people in Japan camping in their camper vans and traveling through regions. It's
Oh.
oddly satisfying since most of them don't have dialogue. They just have like the subtitles at the bottom. So
Yeah.
you really can just hear the sounds of nature and them like setting up for the night. It's almost like an advanced ASMR. My ASMR journey has gone through slime videos to people cooking outdoors and now to people camping in their Asida campers. If I guarantee if you went through my phone right now, it would be filled with nothing but soap cutting, cleaning videos, restockings, and slime videos.
Oh my gosh.
I suppose I'll consider escapism, but sometimes I'll just have it in the background while I read or play a mobile game. I have a lot of touch sensory issues, so I do rely on sound a lot of the time to decompress.
Yeah.
I actually do. I have 2 videos to show you of like what I'm talking about. I know it kind of
Oh.
sounds odd, but let
Okay.
me. This is one of my favorite. It's so cute.
Oh my god.
So that's actually called like a tricar. It has 3 wheels, and then yeah,
Wait, that's so cute.
isn't it so cute?
Oh my
And she just
god.
drives that everywhere. It's like camping grounds and like just sets up for the night, and it's so cute.
Oh, see, I want to do this in my car.
It just looks so cozy.
It does.
You got a little stool.
Oh, look how Oh my god, and she's setting it up with all that cool. Oh my god, how perfect.
But you would think it's so small, but it's so organized.
It's so organized and it looks so spacious for what it is.
She can literally cook dinner, like a full meal, like a warm meal.
That is so impressive.
I know what you're thinking. Well, how does she go to bed? Well, I will tell you how.
Oh my god.
She like packs everything away. Then she like tosses everything into the bin. And you gotta clean up your mess because
Yes.
no one likes a sticky living space. And then she folds that table back in and it becomes a bed.
What?
And I know what you're thinking. Well, what if I want more room? Well, maybe you can upgrade to one of these.
Oh my god.
And look, a cat.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, I love these.
It has a projector, inside it. It has a projector.
Oh my god.
This is like one I would get because if I wanted to, I could have more than one person easily in this.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
See,
Oh,
this is what I would do with
cat.
Bolt. Bolt and I would do this together.
Do your nails if you want to. Why not? Why not? The sky's the limit. I mean, you can do a full-on like bathing ritual.
Yeah.
It's perfect. The cat really sold it for me. Like the cat is
Honestly.
so cute. Look at him. Look at those toe beans.
He's just so happy.
And yeah,
Oh!
like I don't know, maybe I'm just getting to that age where you want to go camping for a long period of time in isolation.
Yeah.
I don't know, but before I continue with my other obsessions, do you have any recent guilty pleasures?
You know, I do. And some of these you'll know. Actually, you'll know most of these. I have 3 in particular. Dark romance is kind of one of my biggest. Um, I almost said dirty pleasures, but like honestly, if we're
That's a
being
different episode. That's a completely different segment.
if we're being honest, it might as well be. I love it. I haven't had as much time lately, just because of school, and I have a lot of life stuff going on. Everything is changing for me, so I've just been super busy. Um, did we already discussed that we were 2 episodes behind, correct?
Yes, we
Before we
did.
start.
We did.
Do you want to share the screenshot that I took of our chat, or did you already do that? I didn't
Oh
see.
no, but I can I can pull it. So,
Um,
do you want to give some background information
yeah,
so it makes sense?
we were attempting to do this. I am house sitting. That's kind of my job right now. I was with one of my clients at her house, and we were going to film this podcast while I was there. It was nice and quiet, and I just couldn't get it to work. There was like a 20-second delay between responses with each other because it was so bad with the internet. We were like, oh, okay, something's not right here. And it just continued to get worse because the gardener came, and I had forgotten that the gardener comes at 1 o'clock. So, of course, now in the background, all you hear is the gardener's like lawnmower or his leaf blower or whatever. And it's so loud. It's like he's right next, but he's standing at the glass door. By the way, the glass door, looking in, leaf blowing. And I'm trying not to look at him.
Like Mike Myers, but with a leaf blower, just me.
Yeah. And so that's kind of why we were late on our episodes here, was that we had some issues on both our ends, and unfortunately it didn't work out. But this one, it was funny. I don't know why I bring this up, but this was part of the reason we missed a few episodes. Anyways, moving on. Guilty pleasures. Dark romance has always been a big kind of thing for me. I love it. It's great. Haven't had as much time lately, but if you look at my shelf, it's all romance, dark romance, fantasy romance. Reading is just a huge thing for me. In high school, I used to do this thing where I would daydream, like purposefully, and it was always so vivid. I think there's like a term for it, but I like maladaptive daydreaming or something. I have no idea. And
Like, are you like the kid from Insidious? Like you're just
like, oh my god,
projecting in class.
I would put in my headsets and kind of, yeah, honestly, I would daydream so hard that I thought that it was really happening. Like, I would forget where I was. Like, I might as well have been asleep at that point. And I would throw myself into it when I would get home. I'd put on my headsets and I'd play some music because that's all I had. And I would just lay there and stare at the ceiling and daydream of other things. But now I get to do that with books. I get to sit down and read something somebody else wrote and lose myself in it. And I think I used to not really like reading because I thought it was too much work and my eyes kind of hurt. And I struggled when I would lose the page or the words would float off the page. That's another issue entirely with my eyes. And I didn't know what to do about it. And so I just started, not reading at all. Even my dog agrees. And finally, I picked up a book because Ender, my friend, shout out to her, love her, had convinced me to do so. And I started out with horror, and then she said, "Please read this," and it was Lights Out by Nevessa Allen.
It's always lights out. It's
always lights out. It was my start.
The introduction.
It was my start, and then I got obsessed, and then I read like 59 books in 1 year because of that book, and I couldn't have been more thrilled. I was so happy to finally have something else. It was great, and I miss it so much. I can't read as much anymore, but yes. I also, my other one is, and you know this one because we both were kind of into this at one point, tarantula feeding videos.
Yeah, I do sometimes occasionally get those random pop-up ones of those.
Yeah. And I think my favorite one was always, I can't remember his name. It was it Dark Den? I don't actually remember. Exotic Slayer. I think that was it, Exotic Slayer. And he was so funny, and his editing style was so simple. And his tarantulas were always like super feisty, and he had like hundreds, and he'd go through and feed them, and like it was so funny. And like he had the watering videos too, where he'd go in and like take out their little water dishes and like clean them and fill them up. Yeah, they would get so offended, and then they would like start attacking the water or trying to take it back from him. Like they'd go up and like grab the cup and like try and pull it back, and it was so funny.
I love when they would grab the tongs and like flip him around, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!"
He's like, "Whoa, oh no!" And like,
I'm your father. I'm your father.
Like it was so cute, and I loved it. And those videos were awesome, and I missed them a lot. And they were kind of a big thing for me in high school too. I used them as a way to get over my fear of spiders, and then I ended up falling in love with tarantulas. And I can't believe I did that all over a guy. That sounded bad. Hold on a minute.
Wait. Clarification, please. Clarification, please.
I did that for a guy. This guy that I had a crush on had a pet tarantula, and I was trying to impress him. So I tried to get over my fear of tarantulas, and instead I actually ended up really liking tarantulas. My bad. Oh no.
There are worse things that you could have gotten into for a guy, but hey, tarantulas, it's a hobby for people now.
Yeah. And then I wish I had the photo, because this next one is, I think, the worst one of them all. And this one always shocks people because it started out as a bet and kind of like a childhood movie. I shouldn't even say childhood. It didn't even come out that long ago. Madagascar 3. I know. Listen, hear me out. It was a masterpiece. Okay? I loved that movie. And I remember getting it as a kid. I couldn't tell you what Christmas it was, but there's a photo of me. If you don't know, my there's been a recent passing in the family for me, Um, and we found his old hard drives and all his photos of the family. And one of them is just a picture of me looking absolutely demonic, by the way, holding up a physical copy of Madagascar 3 with a devilish grin on my face, like I just won the lottery and that I plan to do evil with the lottery money. Like I would I look
Perhaps it's a good
nuts.
thing that picture did not load for us.
Yeah, I couldn't get it up. I don't know if it'll let me now, but the that movie was like one of my favorites. And I ended up forgetting about it for a while. And I have this group of friends and I watched it for the first time. It was on Netflix for in years. And I was like, wow, that was so good. I'm going to watch it again right now. And so I just started leaving it on in the background. And then it turned into like a bet to see how many times I would watch it before I got sick of it. Newsflash, I didn't fucking get sick of it.
Still
I'm
going on. The
autistic.
bet is still going on.
Yeah, the bet is still going on. And I think we're like 400 watches in. And I just bought myself another copy because I lost my copy. And for a bit there, I was actually buying the movie and renting it every once in a while and then watching it nonstop until the rental ran out. Not, by the way, not healthy. Don't do this.
Yeah. Yeah, please don't do that.
This makes me sound so mentally unwell. I am, but like, oh my god. But Madagascar 3 was like one of my favorite movies because it was so creative. And the jokes were funny.
I definitely think I think for me it goes first Madagascar, then number 3, and then number 2.
Yeah. I don't the number 2 was good and all, but like
Oh, they're all good.
um
I just think that 3, if it didn't have Madame Dubois, I wouldn't have liked it so much. I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest.
no, honestly. And I
She
think
made
that's like
the movie.
there's actually memes on TikTok
Yeah,
where
I know
people
you
ship
you
them
send them to
together.
me. You
Oh,
sent
I do? Okay,
you
I forgot
sent
that
me
I
an
did that.
edit of Madame Dubois ex Alex the Lion.
I get those sometimes. It's so bad, but like it was so funny that I had to like share it. Um but that movie has been like a running joke and sometimes like I'll text my friend and I'll be like, "Guess what I'm watching right now?" And the first thing that comes out of his mouth is Madagascar 3. And I'm like, "Yeah, no, how'd you know?" It's like it's the only thing you watch ever.
I think we both know almost every line to that movie now.
Oh yeah, cuz
Like
what we we watched it this summer when we went on vacation
in the
and
hotel.
yeah, in the hotel right before you went home. And what did we get? We both ordered something like I think on DoorDash.
We got Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's right.
Mhm.
And watched Madagascar
Madagascar
3.
3.
Um and had the time of our fucking lives in that hotel room watching that.
Oh my gosh. The poor neighbors.
Whoever had to be next to us while we watched that movie, I'm so sorry. We love you. Thank you for putting up with us.
I just remember going, Garrett, what's that? And you're like, what? I'm like, a lion?
The lion.
The lion?
And then like laughing so hard. I can only imagine what the people who rented the room next to us were thinking. Like these motherfuckers next door, what the hell are they watching? Is that Madagascar 3? What kind of adult watches Madagascar 3? They're clearly not children, and they clearly don't have any children.
Like, where's their parents? Why is there a random French child screaming about a lion?
Like we were menaces, but like that movie was so good. Um, it's like how I have preferences for certain Ice Age movies, and bringing it up again, I know. And Kung Fu Panda movies. Like I'm very specific about those. Don't get
I'm
me
just
wrong.
shaking my head right now because I know you have.
those are my
Shaking my head.
main 3 guilty pleasures: dark romance, tarantula feeding videos, and Madagascar 3.
It's just such
My
an odd combo.
I know, because I'm an odd person. You expect me to be normal, of all people, to have a normal guilty pleasure? Of course, my guilty pleasure is going to be Madagascar 3 and dark romance and then tarantula feeding. They're the 3 most random fucking things I could have ever chosen.
God,
But they're all
I think for
true.
one episode we're just gonna do a tier episode of like all these movies and just
Yes.
see if we agree or fight on something. Cause I think for the most part we do agree, but I have a feeling we'll find something to fight about.
Yeah, like our chip preferences, we don't agree on our chip preferences at
That
all.
is the one thing that we do not agree on ever. It's
And it was
chip
like a
flavors.
main thing of like it was a main topic of any of our fights, like in Tahoe. It was the chips.
Because they had all these sales going on, like buy one, like or buy three get one free or something like that.
Yeah,
And it's this giant aisle. You're looking at one end. I'm looking at the complete opposite end, and we're looking at each other like we're not going to agree on anything. We're not going to agree.
yeah. And we sat there for like ever trying to figure it out,
We sat there for like 15 minutes, just
like alone in that aisle.
just going back and forth, arguing about which flavor sucked and which one didn't.
Like we'll never agree on our chip taste. And that's
That is
okay.
the one thing we could never share
I know.
is chips. Like
We have to buy our own chips. We can't like share them with each other because but we both have different tastes. Even
God,
both agrees.
I just could think of every person passing us in that aisle, just watching us argue
Yeah.
over salt and vinegar and Dorito spicy just flavors. Just
Like
I got a bowl. I got it.
did you hear him?
He's gonna fight me on this too. I know he is.
My dog is very upset because he doesn't like my chip preference either. Hey, excuse you. Do you want to say something? What do you say? That wasn't very nice.
Well, before we get into another fight about chips, another interesting thing I came across 2 weekends ago now, actually, because of the time thingy.
Oh yeah.
Because it technically was 2 weekends ago now, because we couldn't film it on time.
Yeah.
But things that have been compiling on my For You page are these YouTube channels where Japanese workers vlog and open up about their toxic or difficult work life. So
Ooh.
I personally haven't been to Japan yet. I want to. It's on my list of places to go soon. But I do think there is this stereotype of Japan. I think in the media, Japan is sometimes glorified as this perfect, advanced, and unscathed country, when in reality it has issues like every other country does.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it has some advantages other countries lack, but there is a dark side to Japan that you really wouldn't care to learn about if you're just a tourist.
Yeah.
So, for example, there's this YouTube channel called Hopeless Salaryman, where this office worker describes his life as a homeless worker who is essentially stepped on by a tyrant boss that prevents him from getting bonuses or promotions.
Oh my gosh.
And apparently, this work environment is unfortunately very common in Japan, and he goes on to label this type of workplace as a black company. So I didn't know what this was, I didn't know what it meant, but he explains it as it being a very common environment in workplaces. So a black company is a company that has a professional appearance but works as a sweatshop where experts exploit their employees for little pay or room for growth.
Oh my god.
So essentially, think of it like a hive mind where there is one boss who has control over the entire hive and can make them do anything for basically nothing while the boss reaps all the benefits.
Ew. Hate that.
And I know it's very easy to think, well, who would want to stay in that kind of environment? Well, they feed employees crumbs of promotions and promises of pay increases, but at the end of the time, there has always been a reason for preventing this. They set people up to fail while expecting them to work inhumane schedules.
Oh my
And
god.
some personal topics that this man actually opens up about is working every day, including overtime without getting paid for it, in order for his boss to get a promotion from the dedicated work off of other people's backs.
Ooh.
Saying that if things are not done in the boss's time frame, he could expect to be belittled, called lazy, or be labeled as a low performer. And he sleeps on benches outside or has to save enough money for a night in an internet cafe where he can finally get the opportunity to bathe and wash his clothes.
Oh my gosh.
So it's easy for outsiders to question why anyone would stay in that type of environment, but things are done differently in every country's workplace. In
Yeah.
Japan, it is common to work 16 to 8 hours a day with the expectation of taking work home with you. Some people are fortunate enough to have breaks, but some people have to push through, and going home becomes a break rather than a privilege.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, just like you and me and a lot of other people, they have medical bills to pay, debts to clear, or they literally have no other opportunities for a career shift.
Oh my gosh.
Um, I think it's really heartbreaking to watch the reality of someone's life being filled with nothing but agony, as they can only hope for a better, optimistic life once their debts are cleared. There's another channel similar to that one called Rural Japan. He also goes through similar hardships, but he at least is able to afford a place to stay and buys meals that are above 500 yen, so roughly around $3. The common thread I see woven in these comparable videos are the attitudes. Surprisingly, they look forward to the small things normal people disregard as standard. There
Yeah.
is a famous phenomenon in Japan called johatsu. This refers to where thousands of people annually and often voluntarily disappear without a trace to escape extreme debt, societal shame, failed marriages, or high pressure jobs. This
Okay.
deliberate act of social suicide allows individuals to start over in new cities. So you kind of know things are bad in your own society when there is a specific phrase created for people who chose to take themselves out of the equation
Yeah.
rather than continue a charade.
Oh my god.
It really puts into perspective how privileged a lot of other countries are with their work environments and benefits.
Yeah.
I mean, God, you see so many um videos of, I'll use America as an example. So many videos of this generation complaining about working, 9 to 5 jobs because they're saying the hours are too long, we don't get enough breaks. Meanwhile, you have people in Japan that work 16 to 18-hour shifts.
Yeah.
It's it's crazy to think, like, if someone ever tried that here, they would get blasted.
Yeah.
Like, we are very fortunate enough to be able to speak our mind in workplaces, but well, I think an environment in Japan, it's more about respect than it is in some other countries. So I couldn't imagine working those hours, but I also probably wouldn't be bold enough to stand up for myself that way.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep following Salaryman in his journey. Hopefully, one day he'll be able to get an apartment and an animal one day. In one of his videos, he said that he loves dogs and cats, but he's not in the right situation to get one. Yeah, I mean, I'll send you something of his later on, but
Yeah.
he really does love to interact with people. He likes when people comment and he'll like reply to people, and he has like a little link in his description where you can help pay for like a coffee of his so you can stay
Oh.
warm. So I will continue to encourage and aid him. I did find this video that kind of briefly summarizes what I said. Let me see. Do 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 do.
Oh wow, yeah, look at that.
I mean,
Ooh.
I'm used to having a bad sleep schedule, but I could not imagine going to a job like this with only 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, it is really sad to think that we get to live in a society where we get to pick jobs where we can look forward to going to them, but people like this have no choice.
Yeah.
They have to pick a job and stick with it no matter what happens to them.
See, that's nuts.
I mean, the fact that there's also a phrase for it and everything.
That's so sad.
And there's actually a company that assists people with doing this as well.
Really?
I forgot to mention, yeah, they will like help you move out and like basically help you erase yourself.
Man.
Which imagine having that job.
My God.
Like, oh, what did you do for work? I help people erase themselves from society, you know?
That I Oh my God. Honestly, good work though. I can only imagine.
Wait, what? I'm
You know.
wait, hold on. I mean,
Wait, are these people dying? Like for real?
no,
Or
no,
are
no,
they
no, they're not dying. I just call it social suicide because they're literally erasing themselves and they either
okay?
create new lives or they just go off the grid completely.
Because that's I was thinking of like good for them for helping them, you know?
Yeah, I guess it's oddly like a messed up version of a therapist. Instead of talking about your problems, you just straight up help them erase themselves from the problem to help them
Yeah.
escape from it.
Because sometimes that's all you can do is to get away, you know?
Yeah,
You
I
can't
think a
always.
lot of people, it's very easy to judge other countries' principles if you're not familiar with living outside your own.
Yeah.
So I completely can see in the environments in Japan, like why that's such an easy way out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of times in our lives where we're like, I wish I could just go somewhere, you know, and like drop everything, have no one like contact me or bother me or have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
So I get it, but it's very extreme when you read more about it because a lot of these people, it's it's like this snap from Avengers, like they were here
It's
one
just
day and now they're just gone. They're gone. And you will not find them unless they want you to find them. And by then they could be under a different alias completely. Like they could have a whole new life. They could be in another country.
Yeah. Like, who knows? By the time you've figured out what happened, where they're at,
It's too late.
it's too late.
You have a debt collector. Like, what happened to him?
Like, oh, he probably.
Where's my money? I mean, unless that would suck though. I don't know how debt works in Japan, but that would suck if, like, let's say I disappeared and now that debt gets passed on to like my parents or like, relative.
Yeah.
That's when that would really suck. But
Yeah.
if it kind of just goes away, I guess that's fair. But if it ends up getting pushed on someone else, that's kind of a lousy
Yeah.
way out.
It is.
It's kind of like that thing you hear a lot in America where it's like, oh no, rack up that credit and debt, and when you die, it goes away. No, it is not.
Like, that ain't how it works.
No, I don't think people realize it can get pushed on to like your next of kin.
Yeah.
Like, please don't do that.
You need to be very careful.
Yeah, so if you ever want to disappear, just look up one of these companies in Japan and they might help you out.
Oh my gosh.
But now we will move on to something a bit happier. The question of the day.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
Garrett, if skill, experience, or capability were not an issue, what profession would you like to have and why?
You know what? I'd want to be maybe like a marine biologist. Or, hear me out, a storm chaser.
I was gonna say that. Oh my god, thank you. Okay, so before we started recording, Garrett didn't know what to say, and I said, I have an answer for you if you don't have one. And I was literally thinking storm catcher.
Because that was like, my thing as a kid. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a storm chaser. I thought that was like the coolest thing on earth. And I think my hero as a child was his name, oh god, I'm already forgetting. His name is Reed. But I can't think of his last name right now.
I think I know what you're talking about though.
He just look up Reed the Storm Chaser. Love him. I remember when I was younger, it was so funny. And even now it's like he's so funny. There's like a clip of him, and it's one of my favorite memes of just him. And he's like on the news, by the way, and they're going live and he doesn't realize it, and he's in the middle of shit talking Olive Garden, and he goes, you know what, fuck Olive Garden. Oh, and then he stops and realizes that they're on air, and he goes, oh, we're live, guys. Like, just doesn't address why he said fuck Olive Garden.
Maybe he had a lunch at Olive Garden.
The best part is that he's in the middle of a tornado. Like, he is in the storm, and he is just like, fuck Olive Garden. There's like another clip of him where he has this car, and it's called the Dominator. And he's got a few of these. And if you've ever seen, I know, if you've ever seen the early age, like, Storm Chaser series, which they took off most of the season, like the episodes from the seasons, which I'm super sad about. But there was a part in the season where I guess there was a filmmaker. His name was Sean Casey. Shout out to him. Loved him. He like hated Reed. With a passion.
Perhaps because he hated Olive Garden.
And his name was Reed Timmer. The storm chaser's name was Reed Timmer. That's his full name. Um, and like I wish I had clips. That's what I should have. I should have gotten some clips of him. There's like so many where he's just being an idiot. But Sean Casey used to call his car the Red Shoe. Because he hated Reed Timmer for getting all the storms that he could get because he was on some contract with this other team called the Dow. And fucking he was so bad. He's like, here comes the Red Shoe. Like he made like a little, he's like, hey, my name's Reed, I'm on TV. Like, it was so funny. Like, their little beef that they had going, and Reed's like, why the fuck does he hate me so much? What did I do? Like, they were chill at first, and then this motherfucker's like, I hate him.
That's just proof that no matter what profession you could be in, there could always be some kind of rivalry.
It's like, what the fuck? And he's like, he copied my TIV. And if you don't know what the TIV is, it's the Tornado Intercept vehicle. And he created this armored tank, basically, fit to film a tornado from the inside. Reed kind of had his own and called it the Dominator. And it was red, and I guess it looked like a shoe. I'm sure that if you could find photos, you could put them up.
So that's what you want to be. You want to be part of the beef. You want.
I wanted to be in that red shoe
with the red shoe.
And the Dominator, it was really cool. It really is. The TIV was built in a manner so that you could film out the top of it with an IMAX camera. And the Dominator was just made to intercept a tornado of very high speeds. I'm trying to find, here's the original. And him standing awkwardly in front of it. And also it had teeth. Like, they designed it to look like it had eyes and teeth. And it looked kind of cute, not gonna lie. Like, it was, I don't know, personally, I found it adorable. And, but the, I don't know. It was cute. I don't think I can pull up the image. For some reason, none of this is working for me. And I don't know. I liked Reed Timmer. I always wanted to be him and like do what he did. And again, I have more favorites from him. Like, he's standing in a field and he's just like, baseballs, guys, baseballs. He's talking about like the hail. Like, the hail is baseball size. And he just like, suddenly there's just silence. And he goes, baseballs! That's it! I'm like, what the fuck did he do that?
So you just wanted to be that guy that just spouts random
Yeah.
words on TV, makes money, and watches a tornado spin around.
Like, he doesn't do it anymore, I think, after the El Reno tornado killed those other storm chaser friends of his. And he was almost killed in that too. Horrible. If you don't know about El Reno, look it up. But it was awful. But he doesn't do it anymore. He does go out and he does chase storms still. He chases hurricanes, tornadoes, all kinds of stuff. And he's still as funny as ever.
Okay, I know the question said if skills and capability were not an issue, but when you said marine biologist, all I could think about was you and I in our marine bio class in high school.
Yes.
And to imagine you doing that for work, give me just a seed, a tiny little seed A fear.
Fear? What do you mean fear? Why are you
You
scared?
were so unhinged in that class.
Was I? I don't remember.
Yes. Especially when we got to like the different types of like cephalopods and all these types of sponges and blah 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 families. You turned over to me and you literally said, "I'm fucked." I had this clear memory in my head of you just slowly turning your head like an owl. Your eyes are just bulging, and you go, "I'm fucked." Like,
What?
I
See,
think it was because we were learning so much that day of all these different species and like the families and like the subspecies.
oh yeah, and I was like, it was just so overwhelming.
And then we had 2 class periods after that we would have our first like test over it. And we're all
Oh.
kind of looking at each other like, we just learned this today. And in 2 class periods, we have a test on, not a quiz, a test. And you just looked at me and you're like, I could see in your eyes. You're like, help me, please. So to imagine you doing that, all I could think in my head is that clip of you in my head where you're just struggling. Because we would have to go during lunch sometimes to his class, and sometimes he would let you redo a quiz or do like extra credit.
Oh yeah.
And I remember so many times you're like, I can't hang out at lunch. I have to go to class. I have to go to
because
class.
I was struggling so hard. I needed like extra time, and thank God for him for giving it to me. But like, oh my God.
Honestly, though, he was a really great teacher. He was, no kidding, a marine biologist teacher. Like, he knew his
Yeah.
stuff, which was
teacher
great.
was this? This was
I
Mr.
can never remember his.
Means.
Was it Means?
I think it was Means.
He was fantastic. But the problem is when you have a teacher who actually knows what they're doing, they give you all that information and expect you to repeat it back.
Yeah.
So you could not fake anything with him. If you tried to BS your way out of that class, he would clock you.
Yeah. Do you remember the first day I had the hiccups? And he told me to turn it off because he thought it was my fucking phone.
Now, the best part was we were writing our notes in class. He comes up behind us, crouches like a lion, and whispers to your ear, "Hey, can you turn it off?" And we're like, "Turn what off?" And then he's like, "The noise," and you're like, I'm gonna have hiccups." And he's looking at you like you're straight out lying, and then your hiccups just go.
He was so concerned. He was like, "Oh my God."
And then he's like, "Are those real hiccups?" And we're kind of looking at him like, "Why would we fake hiccups? Like who goes around and fakes hiccups in class?
Like, what the?
Do we look like we want attention on our table?" We were the miscreants of class. We did not want any attention on us.
Like, look at our table. You think this is the table that we want the attention to be on? Oh my God.
And of course, we were in front because we were nerds.
Yeah.
So the class had no option but to look at us. And then you remember when he tried to scare the hiccups out of you?
Yeah, and I wasn't paying attention. He was handing out something, and then I looked at you, and I was laughing about something. I remember, and like showing you something, and then you gave me this look, and I was like, why are you looking at me like that? I didn't even get the chance to say it because he was behind me already, and he screamed, and it scared the shit out of me.
It's like when you're predicting something to happen and you're watching it in time, but no matter what you do, you cannot prevent it. So all I could do is like look in horror and be like, I can't warn my friend what's about to happen, but it's coming. Read my eyes. Look in my eyes.
Like, please pay attention.
It was too late. It was too late.
It was far too late. As soon as he set his eyes on me, it was game over.
Yeah, so sorry, just imagine you in that field. All I can think about is our class and the trauma the trauma you would go through trying to get that degree.
Oh, I know.
Oh god.
It was one of the things I wanted to do, but like obviously not happening. Not again.
See, I would have loved to have done that, but again, I'm scared of deep oceans and I'm scared of boats. So
Yep.
what can I do? Like,
It's okay. It's okay. The ocean's not gonna get you.
one day it's gonna get me.
It's gonna jump out at you.
I've seen Deep Blue Sea, I've seen Jaws 3, I've seen every known. I've seen the Meg. I've seen the Meg. Any ocean movie where they're doing research or discovery, I've seen it. I know it happens. So why would I do it? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I would. I'm just one of those people, you know. I
We
always
know.
liked the
We know.
ocean, but like
You know.
I think at some point I became kind of weird about the deep water. Like it doesn't matter if it's like a pool or like I look down, it's like a shark is gonna come up and eat my ass.
Oh, like the T shapes and like pools.
Yeah.
You could not convince me those were not like hammerhead sharks ready to strike. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's why I pick professions that had nothing to do with the ocean. I couldn't decide between these two. So I said ballerina or a wrangler.
Ooh.
So I adore the opera and ballet. I always have. I've always wanted to step into the shoes of a performer of that caliber. I did do ballet when I was a child, but it's at that age where you don't really take anything seriously enough to continue with it. I think I
Yeah.
mostly just like dressing up. Because that was when like Barbie Swan Lake came out, and I thought I was a part of that, you know? As I got older though, I merged into theater and I did regret not sticking with it. I remember for the longest time having this dream of wanting to perform in my favorite musical on Broadway, which is Cats. And anyone who has seen that masterpiece, not the live action movie, the Broadway show, knows how technical the dance numbers are. I used to practice in my room along with the DVD, and I confidently knew two of the numbers by heart. If you told me to get some socks on and go out there, I would do it. Maybe I just want to be a pretty ballerina at heart, but I have a weakness for ballet, and I do watch countless videos of ballerinas getting ready for rehearsals or opening up about the audition process. And someone I countlessly watch all the time is Mackenzie Davis. She is this gorgeous ballerina who is very open with documenting her life as a professional dancer. And it's always so humorous how you can watch someone doing their craft and have this idea grow in your mind that you can do it, or it doesn't look as hard as people make it out to be. I wish I could live in that mindset, but I have no issue giving my support and money to people who can go out and do what I only dream of doing.
Oh my god.
Now, do you know what a wrangler is?
Kinda.
So
I'm thinking like kind of somebody who goes out and like lassos cows. That's what I'm thinking of.
So yeah, so it's people who do the managing, training, and grooming of horses.
Okay.
I think sometimes they do like cattle and stuff, but they also do like leading trail rides and assist guests on ranches.
Okay.
I picked this mostly because I just want to be a cowboy and reenact westerns. Because who doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
That was kind of just an excuse for me to play dress up, but so hear me out. What if I combine the two? I'm a cowboy ballerina
Ooh.
and just do pirouettes on the field and just
Please. You're like trying to lasso a cow while also like spinning in the air. Like
I do a twirl and just have a lasso on top of me. and 1 and 2 and 3 and lasso.
Oh my god.
I mean, tell me that wouldn't be fun.
It would be. It's just so dangerous.
Okay, if I could ever write like a ballet performance, I would do a western.
Yeah.
Just imagine, just imagine a
Oh
bunch
my
of
god.
cowboys on stage prancing and doing twirls and pirouette.
Good lord.
And then you have people who dress up as horses, just and we're twirling and we're spinning and da da da. Tell me you would not pay to see that.
I would though. I absolutely would pay to see that.
Oh, that sounds so great. I love that. I really wanted to. so, so while guilty pleasures are the topic of this week, I thought why not debate something that appears in guilty pleasure books, films, and games?
Oh,
So, which creature do you like better in movies or TV? Vampires, zombies, werewolves, witches, or mermaids?
do you really have to ask me that question? Is my profile picture not enough for you?
Okay, well I know, but some I know.
Werewolves are my top favorite. They're cool. Like, you can't tell me that they're not cool. Okay? And listen, if you have seen any werewolf movies, like I have a couple favorites. Um, but I'm not gonna go through the list and name them.
Well, I mean, give me some. I mean, if they're like your top favorite creature, what are some movies or TV shows that
Well,
inspired that?
it's less about the actual movies themselves and rather the way that werewolves are depicted in certain movies and shows. Like, I love how they're all done differently. Like,
Mm-hmm.
by the way, biggest thing I think is there's like a subset of werewolf, because like typical werewolf is kind of anthropomorphic on two legs, beastly. It's got claws, teeth, the whole shebang. That's how I see a werewolf. And I love when certain shows do it that way and certain movies do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like a sub select few where they just kind of play into more like the shifting aspect. Like Twilight. Where instead of them being these creatures on two legs, they're just wolves
They're
when
actually
they
just
shift.
gigantic wolves.
Yeah. And then I think Teen Wolf is the same way.
Yeah, it is. Can confirm. Can confirm.
Never seen it, but my brother has watched it. He was obsessed with it. Don't know why, don't ask me.
Which side note is so odd. If you like met his brother and looked at him, you would not think that's a Teen Wolf guy.
Yeah. No. He loved Teen Wolf and I don't know why. He liked all kinds of different shows.
Because he has good taste, but
he was interested in Teen Wolf, and I always thought that it was super interesting that the way that they did it. I always hated that he was watching Teen Wolf because I didn't enjoy Teen Wolf. I didn't like I guess I don't know. I don't know what I didn't really enjoy about it. Maybe it's just because Jake and I used to fight a lot, and I didn't like anything he enjoyed.
what's that typical? You like that show? I can't believe you like that show.
Like, I hate you because I hate this. I gotta disagree with you. Like, it. So I never actually watched Teen Wolf, and I always said that like I didn't like it, but like truth is, I just never watched it because at the time I was too young to understand that like it could have been good, but I let me and my brothers fighting dictate how I felt about a show.
You
because he
deprived
watched
yourself of culture.
I did. And he did the same thing, not gonna lie. He did the exact same thing, except with there was like a handful of things that we agreed on, and it was the original SpongeBob movie. Okay. And Kung
Okay.
Fu Panda 2. That was and Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Ice Age.
God damn it.
Like those, and I think that's why I like those movies so much, is that it was the few things that me and my brother agreed on when we were kids. Was these movies that were really good. And again, getting back on track here. I prefer the werewolves on the hind legs. I think they
Like,
also did it a little bit differently in what's that new show? Wednesday?
yeah.
It's it's all done a bit different. And I like that there's enough to be fluid with how we look at it. With vampires, it's like they're bloodsuckers. Okay, there, you're done. But
Well, with that kind of argument, I'll give you like werewolves. They're dogs. Got it.
yeah,
Bark, bark. Arr.
like
But I get what you're saying there. Like vampires, it's typical. They have fangs. They're either really pale. They have like this gothic beauty to them. I get what you're saying though.
yeah, and it's I like it. And there's another one that's really good that came out not too long ago.
I do like the lichen.
Yes.
What would you call it? Like form of a werewolf, I guess we'll say.
Yes.
I mean, because to me, that's the true depiction of what werewolves are. If it's a giant wolf, I'm not going to be like, that's not a werewolf. But it's like in Underworld. I don't know if you've seen that franchise.
Mm,
They're not called like werewolves all the time. They're called lichens, but they're werewolves. But they do the I can stand on two hind legs and I'm very muscular and my snout's extended and I do all the traits that a wolf would do, but I still have that human complex to me. Like I have actual hands, but they just have very long claws. Like
yeah. I think one of my favorites, which this one actually got recommended to me by somebody else. Is the way that the movie Werewolves from 2024, that one, in particular, does their werewolves. They're creepy and they
mm,
drool. And they remind me of like a chupacabra a bit.
mm.
And they really are freaky, but I love that one. That one's a good one.
That's a
There's
pretty
like
good one.
I don't know if anyone would count Sweet Tooth. I feel like there's a few technically werewolves in there.
It's one of those walking the line type ones. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's like very middle of the line. And it's like, is it not? You never know.
I would say when I think werewolves, I don't always think of Sweet Tooth. If that helps, like
Yeah,
that's
it's
not one of the
not.
examples that would come to mind.
No, but it for some reason it comes to mind for me. I think it's just because it's unconventional,
Mm-hmm.
in its way, and that's fine. You know, like some people have like the like werewolf man, instead of
Mm-hmm.
it being like a man with wolf features on two hind legs, it's just a guy who gets really fucking hairy and has like fangs. Like, what are we
Well, yeah,
doing?
because that was like
But
the
that's
old the freak shows and like
yeah,
the black and white movie depictions. It was literally a guy either in like a furry suit or had like a bunch of hair glued onto him and had like the fake claws and like the
yeah.
fangs.
What's the one movie, Werewolf of London or something?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's like one of the originals.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think personally that's like one of the funniest depictions, but also the most realistic depiction of werewolves. Um, I like the more wolfish ones. I think that the ones where it's just a wolf, they're not trying.
Yeah, they
It's a cool concept. I'm glad that they kind of thought out of the box, but it's like, okay, let's just CGI him into a wolf. That makes that easy.
Mhm.
Create something, make it scary. And I'm sure that you could look up like any werewolf movie and you could find ones that like are better than just like some guy getting down on two legs or four legs and becoming a wolf, and then they just CGI the wolf in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And then like the CGI is shit, by the way, in most of these. But so is the, I guess that you could say the same thing about the werewolves that are costumes in like these older movies about
Mhm.
werewolves. Like either the CGI is horrible or the costumes are weird.
Well, also, there
Um
wasn't a lot they could really do, you know?
yeah, it there's like a couple ways you can go about it, but there's not a lot of options.
Mhm.
You could either create something completely new or um kind of go with what is usual. That's my rant about werewolf movies.
Well, I guess we know which creature you like better.
Yeah,
Um, for me, I am not a huge zombie person. They actually freak me out.
me too, buddy. It's
Um,
okay.
like I did enjoy like the Walking Dead games. Um, but any like Resident Evil freaks me out. Um, even though I just watched the new gameplays that came out, but it freaked me out. I don't know if it's the concept of eating people or just like I don't know what it is. I cannot do zombies.
For me, it's being a germaphobe.
Yes, that too. Like knowing that you're getting a disease from someone and they have to bite and like eat, but it's I don't know what it is that at the end of the day I cannot pinpoint one reason. But if someone's like, "Hey, let's go see this movie," cool. What's it about? It's about zombies. I would kind of be less inclined to want to go.
Yeah.
I've gave it a shot, like I said, with like Resident Evil films, World War Z, The Walking Dead, um, 28 Days Later. I've tried different variations of zombies, but at the end of the day, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
Um, so that's out. Witches, they're I don't want to say they're overdone, but
Mm, a
I
little bit, but not
okay,
too
I'll let
bad.
you say it, please. You say it.
I think they are I think most movies about people who use magic and are considered witches or warlock or whatever are a little bit
Mhm.
overdone.
Like
Um,
I'm not gonna categorize Harry Potter into this because I think with witches they're meaning like no kidding like we'll use like Hansel and Gretel for example. I don't know if you saw that movie,
yeah,
but we'll use that as an example. I think it means like those type of witches.
yeah,
It's just for me, I like my witches to be filthy. And what I mean by that, I don't mean like pretty girls using magic. I mean like I want them to be like the disgusting creatures they were portrayed as.
yeah,
Like they can kind of look appealing, but again, we'll use the Hansel and Gretel movie. I forgot what year it came out, but it has like Jeremy Renner in it. It's very, very good. But
yeah,
it was very, very dark because these witches were essentially disgusting and they were no kidding eating children and killing people. Like what witches were accused and portrayed to be. Like they're not
yeah,
supposed to be these beautiful women who take charge or like stand up. No, like there are some good witches movies and stuff out there, but for me, if I see something that has a witch in it, I want her to be dark and demented and like a actual witch.
Yeah.
Mermaids. I think we only ever see mermaids portrayed in like that pretty girl aspect.
Yeah. Here's my problem with mermaids is that they're getting mixed up with something else.
Yes, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what an actual mermaid is compared to what people
So
see them as.
how I see mermaids is like Ariel. That's how I see a mermaid. But how they're always depicted is as these beasts that lure people in with songs. That is called a siren. It is two different things. But I think that people get it mixed up so much that it's become kind of the norm, and it's like, oh, this beautiful woman, she's gonna lure you to shore. That's not a fucking mermaid. And it kind of makes me mad because it's like, please say siren, because that makes it scarier. If you want it to be scary, make it scary.
Yeah, so just to clarify, again, I know these are folklores and you can say, quote, they're not real, but it is a known fact that sirens they derive from Greek mythology. And yes, they're depicted to be dangerous and use hypnotic songs to lure people to their death, but they're also depicted to be bird women hybrids, whereas mermaids are actually half human, half fish, and they are typically viewed as beautiful and sometimes helpful and curious creatures.
Yeah. I think
pop culture has merged them together and has confused the two species.
Yeah. There is also another thing that where you say like the bird piece there. Harpies, not the eagles, even though I'm pretty sure that's what they're based off of. Because if you look up what a real harpy eagle looks like versus like the legend, there's some some resemblance. They're crazy looking. They really are. I guess it's more of a woman with the body of an eagle, and then the head is the woman.
Yes, it literally says, appearance-wise, sirens are known to have the head of a woman, but the lower body of a bird.
Yeah.
They typically have short hair. They are known to be more destructive and have a negative impact. Whereas mermaids have the head or upper body of a woman, the tail of a fish, known for having long hair, less destructive, and have a positive impact, often because of their curious nature.
Oh my god.
So, sorry, that was a bit of like a rant tangent, but like I think it shouldn't like bother me because again, you can say it's not real. I personally do think because mermaids are European folklore, I do think there's some truth in that. Whether they no longer exist now, I do think there possibly could have been mermaids in the past. But again, it kind of bothers me when I see pop culture kind of merge the two.
Yeah.
Because I'm that person in that room. Actually, that's not a siren. That's not what a siren looks like. Because I think people think mermaids are these beautiful sing-song creatures, but they also have a dark side to them, and they have a hidden agenda. It's like, no. No! Like, sirens are birds! Sirens are birds!
Oh, God.
So, yeah, I'm not much of a mermaid person anyway. I don't know if it's like a fear of the ocean that that has something to do with that as well.
Yeah.
So you already did werewolves, so I think I'm gonna do vampires. One,
Oh.
because one of my favorite TV shows is What We Do in the Shadows, and that's about
Oh.
vampires. But
Yeah.
also, Bram Stoker's Vampire of Dracula. I do really love Dracula. Nosferatu. I don't know. There's just something because again, it's like werewolves. Vampires are either these very pretty, gothic, beautiful type people, or they're look like Gollum. like they're
Yeah.
like they're the traditional like they have the bat ears, they're bold, and their like skulls morphed into like more demonic, and they're very bony and very very long fingernails, and so I don't know. I think vampires and werewolves. There's a lot you can play with. You can either play on the traditional folklore, the hybrid, or you can create your own.
Yeah.
So I'll say vampires. You
I
got
think
Vampire Diaries.
yeah.
You got Twilight. You got Twilight.
Oh my god. There's a lot of different vampire movies, I would say.
Because there's again, it's like with werewolves. There's a lot of variations of what a vampire is to people.
Yeah. And you know, it there's I know earlier I was kind of like dogging on them, but like there is a lot of different variations of how vampires are portrayed in media.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing is that, they don't like sunlight and they drink blood. But if I'm gonna be honest, I do have one favorite vampire, and it is Marceline, the Vampire Queen. Even though she's not full vampire though. She's like half demon.
Yeah, let's say she's like
But the vampire part of her is, and they kind of go into depth. I know you haven't seen all of Adventure Time, but they go into depth and say that vampires in their world can eat pretty much the color red. They don't need blood to survive.
mm-hmm.
They can just drink the color red and it's all good. But the vampires choose not to because they prefer the taste of blood.
I
And so
always
they go on
wondered
these rampages.
if they had to do that because one, it is technically a kid show, like it was marketed for kids.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would have been very kid friendly to watch vampires just kind of gnaw on people.
They do show that, by the way.
Do they really?
Kinda, yeah. They also show them killing the vampires, like stabbing them through the heart. And the vampires drinking the blood of animals.
Okay, we may have to do a segment where we do like that thing like cartoons were darker than we thought because I have no recollection of this. Like I'm so confused.
It's it's so crazy. Like Adventure Time changed a lot and got really dark. And there is like depictions of depression and like trigger warning. Sewer I almost said sewer slide.
Let's say
Suicide.
sewer slide. Let's say
Okay.
sewer slide. 'Cause it's a very slippery slope to go down.
And it's kind of nuts. Like watching it over again, like Ice King kind of goes mad with power, and then it's sad to see like what he really is. Then you
Also,
realize
he's
like
such a kinky bugger. I'm sorry. Like I watched some of these clips back, and I'm like, oh, Ice King. I didn't realize like there was like I forget what I have to try to find it. There's just one seems like, oh, I'm tied up. And he's like kinky. He's like chained up, and instead of being like free me. He's like, he got me tied up. Kinky.
It's because he's Ice King.
I know, but like, I love that.
And I mean, the show changed a lot. And I think that it was really cool how it changed. It does go into more about death and sadness and grieving. And I think it's a lot deeper than, it explores it all in these like silly little cartoons, but I think that would be a good segment for the next one. I won't go into super big depth about Adventure Time. That's maybe something for another time, but
I think we'll have to do like we didn't realize how dark our childhood was, and like find
Yeah.
like different, because it is true, like they'll randomly pop up like in like when I'm scrolling through like my slime on Instagram. It'll randomly pop up like, oh my god, this joke really was dark, especially
Yeah.
like the old Cartoon Network and Boomerang.
Oh yeah,
It was dark.
like it was rough.
Maybe that's why our generation's so depressed. And it hits so differently now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, speaking of funny things and laughters and broken childhoods, we got a new segment called What We Sent to Our Friends. It's when we share our favorite memes, videos, or quotes that we either sent or were sent to us by our friends.
Yes.
Do you want me to go first?
Yes, please go first.
I'll get it queued up for you. I probably should explain. So if you're not watching it, it's from this game. It's called Repo, right?
Yes, Repo.
So I haven't played it yet, but I just love watching all the memes that come out of it. So there was this gameplay of a group of people, and they're playing the game with their audio, but instead of talking, they use like the sounds of memes. So I thought it was really funny. Hold on.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Blind man. Oh, we're
Joe Biden.
Biden.
Joe
Joe
Biden.
Biden.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Is there something up there?
Go stupid. Go crazy. Yeah. Go stupid. Go crazy.
Man, I'm dead. Bruh. Man, shut the fuck.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like you don't even have to play the game to like laugh at those things.
No, it's so funny. I
Oh.
personally have this game. It is so funny. It really borders on you have to work as a team, and I think that's what makes it so funny.
Oh my god.
And it's friendly fire too, so you can hurt each other by accident. What was it?
Well, that's what's
I played the other day with a group of friends, and they were putting the money bag into the cart, and they swung it around, and it just barely tapped me, and I died. And they had just revived me. I was in the middle of talking too, and they all like laughed hysterically. I'm like, are you kidding me? I just got brought back.
Oh, I feel like we may have to play that on stream.
Yeah.
I will be useless. I will probably just be there as a laugh, but this is something I would do. Like, I would be so scared that I would just start playing like memes.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh god. So I sent this to someone, and someone sent it to me on 2 different occasions. So I think I sneeze like a seal,
Oh,
and I've only ever had one person ever say, "Yeah, you do." And at first, I didn't know how to take that, if it was a good or bad thing. So I found this compilation, and this is exactly how I sneeze.
oh my god,
Obviously, I cover my mouth, but it does sound like that. It sounds like the seal.
that's so funny.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And then, so it's not an addiction, but I love dance mall memes. I don't know if you remember
Oh my
that
God.
show. Anything
Yeah, I
with
do.
Abby Lee Miller, I love it. So I would like to present to you Shrek 2 featuring Abby Lee Miller.
Gonna
Oh
stop
my
at my
God.
house and pick up my dog, okay? Where are you going?
I'd like you to meet my husband.
Froggy Lee is in the house.
Shrek owns his own land. Don't you, honey?
The Midwest, it's a big city. There's
What?
lots.
I know you ain't talking about the swamp.
Shut your mouth!
An ogre from a swamp. Oh, how original. Just leave the bottle, buddy.
You are an uneducated mess. Quit drinking. Boring, yawning, sloppy, lazy. You owe you nothing.
All right, look, lady.
Don't you have an attitude that you are entitled in this world? You are not.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna die. Oh my god, my chest. Oh, I didn't think that movie could get any better, but I was wrong.
That's so funny.
Okay, this is one of my all-time favorite ones. Oh god, it's so good.
Look at Jessica. Jessica, what are you doing? You know you can't swim. Get away from the water, Jessica. Jessica, get away from the. Oh my
Jessica.
God.
This is what
Somebody
happened to
help
me.
Jessica, please. She can't swim.
You can't swim.
Run, Jessica, run. Jesus Christ. Jessica, no. Oh my God. No, Jessica.
No.
No. The water is pulling her back in. Where's the lifeguard?
Oh
Lifeguard,
no.
hurry up. She can't swim. Jessica, no. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Lifeguard, please save her. Yes,
Oh.
2 lifeguards.
Two
Save her,
lifeguards.
no. Please, Jessica.
No,
Oh,
wait,
look,
it gets good.
That
Watch.
husband is coming. Oh, do one of them dead. Hey, please.
Oh my god.
Save her.
Save
Jessica,
her.
They're coming now. They're here.
Oh my god. That's like
He
when
wanted to
we
take to
went
save
to
Jessica.
that's like when we went to Florida and Jake pushed me in the water and I couldn't get up because the waves kept hitting me.
And I'm screaming at you, get up! Because I was not going in there. I was
And it
not
was
going
like
in
the
there.
smallest little waves too. They were so tiny, but like they were knocking me over because I couldn't get myself up in time.
I was like, please don't make me come save you. Oh god. So I have OCD, right? Everyone knows this.
Yes.
So I repeat a lot of things, like even in speech. And I thought, oh, it's just an OCD thing. And then a conspiracy theory hit me. What if it's because I was raised on Drake and Josh that I repeat things?
Oh my god.
You give me headaches. It's spherical.
Spherical
I can pinpoint my exact latitude and longitude.
longitude.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Cheddar. Cheddar. They're animals. Animals. I just taught you a lesson in the evils of gambling. Evils. Savages. Savages. It's
Oh
called a
my
game
God.
fund. It's budular. Budular. I repeat things for emphasis.
Emphasis.
Jake's trying to replace me. Replace me? We're gonna be on television. Television. Stomach aches. You give me stomach aches. She's a demon. That's what
Oh
she is.
my god.
A demon.
Demon.
This is horrible. horrible. I said cinnamon. Cinnamon. Because this is the living room. And, yeah, living. One day. One day, baby.
Like, did Drake and Josh unintentionally give me OCD?
Just adopted the mannerisms. That's so funny.
Like, I do. Like, if I say something or I'm reciting a quote of something, I will repeat it. Sometimes even 3 times. Like, I don't know. It just threw me around the room. I was like, ah.
Oh my god. That's so
Conspiracy theory. Drake and Josh give people OCD.
Oh, good lord.
Oh god. I just saw a preview. Okay, let's talk about this one you submitted.
Oh. It's the cat of doom and despair. Okay? Look at him.
This is my face when you find a way to bring up Ice Age.
Just wait, I'm gonna do it every time. Prepare.
And that will be my face.
Prepare for the Ice Age!
If anyone tries
Sorry.
to guess what I look like, it's this. It is this. I look like that cat.
I sent that when we were trying to get the Wi-Fi to work, and I said the Wi-Fi of hell, and I sent that photo. It's like a reaction photo.
And let me. What is this one?
Moved to LA.
All of my,
God.
all
My
of
father
mine
gets
are.
a job
Oh,
at the Palm Restaurant. My Uncle Junior works there, who is a Jehovah's Witness, believe it or not. He went from Catholic to Jehovah. So basically, my grandmother wanted us all to switch from Catholic to Jehovah. You know, meanwhile, we're from Harlem. My father's doing coke. You know, my mother thinks she's Aunt Margaret. She's teasing the hair with a bottle of vodka. You know, so dysfunctional, cross-addicted family, still cooking pasta on Sundays.
Okay, to give. Okay, so the meme says me. So what brings Bella in today? And then it says the owner, and then it's that meme.
Yeah.
So true. When I used to work at a vet clinic in the grooming department, sometimes I would have to go up there and ask, "Hey, are we doing the usual? Or if it's a new client, what would you like today?" And it would sound just like that. I would get a whole backstory. I'm like, okay. And no kidding, there was one time this woman described to me the entire story of how she got her dog. And then we went down every single year she had the dog. The dog was 6. We went through 6 years of life in a conversation. It sounded just like this. So that's true.
all my memes are gonna be dog related or vet related because obviously I'm
I mean, yeah,
vet assistant right now.
yeah.
So that's
Not that. That's
So, vet. Wait, what is this? What kind of animal is this? Okay, name this. No, not. I know it's Trichuris bulbus, obviously. Name it. Like, give it a name. Like Henry or Frank, something cute. Do you want to be my friend? Yes or no? A horse presents to the hospital.
okay. Probably should have read this before, but it says exams question during vet school, and it's in the beginning, like first year, and now it's going to third year, with a lot of depressing emojis attached to it.
Hospital.
Why?
Kidney. Go.
Now. Fix it.
What organ am I thinking of?
And I'm not gonna give you species.
I'm not. Cattle.
What about them? Name every drug.
Why is a baby pig having diarrhea?
And it's not the reason that you think, or the other reason that it could possibly be.
Okay, yeah. So again, when I worked in the vet clinic, you get very close to people, and the veterinarians were so sweet. All the vet techs were so cute and polite and sweet. They would talk about school kind of like that.
yeah.
That exact same scenario. I mean, that could be applied for almost any hard degree like that, but it is very true. It's very funny how easy your first year is
Whoa!
compared to like your final year. Did you just fall?
No. Do you hear it?
What is that?
Apparently I knocked out the plug of my lamp and then I plugged it back in, and I didn't realize it was gonna do a whole fucking song when I plugged it back in.
Oh. All right, hold on. Let me cue. Oh my god. Let me cue this up to see if it has. Oh, okay. No words. Just let me see. What does this say?
Get you back to the bone.
Oh.
Get us a plus. Whole lot of junk in the trunk. Like, damn, can I get a touch? I won't tell nobody nothing. Just trust. Look how she walked from the back to the front.
Look how cute he is.
Okay. If you're not watching, it is a very, very cute. Is it a lab? A black lab? Or
It's a Pitbull lab mix.
it is a very cute black pitbull mix, just shaking its thing. It goes so well with the music. Look at it.
Get us a plus. Whole lot of junk in the trunk. Like, damn, can I get a touch? I won't tell
If you
nobody
guys
nothing. Just
have
trust.
never
She
seen
walked
this
from the back to
dog,
the front.
you guys need to go to TikTok and type in dingy, like DINGIE dot, and then wingy, which is WINGY. All the videos on that account is this dog dancing to different songs like that and doing that specifically. And I watched that for hours. I guess we could say that's another guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I mean,
that
they,
dog dancing is so cute.
they definitely are professional. When I said I wish I stuck with Dan, that's what I meant. I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. Let me see. Hold on. Let me. Okay, it says the text says DVM. Can someone help us distract this dog for a blood draw, please? And then it says vet assistant / reception. Okay, Garrett, if you could dance like that without falling, I would pay you. I would physically hand you money.
Dance for the dog. Do it. Oh, my dog has decided to lose it.
He got jealous really quickly.
Yeah. It's okay. My bad. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, the dog is very cute, very sweet. I was not there. I think we moved on from that. Oh yeah, if I could dance like that, I would dance forever. I would go on stage and dance like that. I don't think I could.
I just got unexpected news in real time.
Oh?
This was not planned. This was not staged at all. I'm gonna see if I can bring it up right now. So my Tio, he lives in Oklahoma. And apparently tornado season has started.
Oh.
And he just sent me a video of a storm happening by him. And it looks like something out of a movie. Like, it does not look real. I'm gonna try to pull it up. I thought this was a clip from a movie. This is this is his real life right now. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. All right, hold on. It's loading up. Oh my gosh. He's just casually there too. Like, yeah, I'm right here. Let me see. Outage.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
That siren that you hear, that's the tornado warning.
Oh, that's my uncle, guys. Romeo!
Oh my god.
It is so ironic that we are talking about storm chasers and this is happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm visibly
That
I have
oh,
nothing to say. I
that
am
is shocking.
I guess he said they're on a watch until 11 p.m. I don't think you have to watch it. It's right there. It's right here.
Oh my god.
It's right there. Dorothy is somewhere in there right now. It's there. Yeah, it's on the move. Yeah. No need to watch it. It's there.
Oh my god.
What a
Oh,
crazy way.
and guess what?
Oh,
I
no.
just got. Is that right now? I just got something from. I think is this Reed Timmer? This was 11 minutes ago. Where is this? In Indiana. Confirmed damaging tornado. PDS tornado warning. Take shelter now.
What is happening? What is happening?
It's tornado season.
Did we like start something unintentionally?
No, we're having this podcast at the height of tornado season, and this is just how it is, how it happens.
Okay, I'm a big coincidence person, but this is freaky even for me. Like,
I'm seeing some of the comments on this is like sounds real bad. Hearing reports of debris, 11,000 feet. Jeez.
oh,
So
what
this
a
is really bad.
bizarre way to end a podcast. Luckily we don't live near any of this stuff, but still, that's
if you
truly
do,
bizarre.
Please stay safe indoors. Take shelter. Don't try and stay out inside and take videos. Just stay inside. don't go out there. It's not
Okay,
fucking
that
worth
is
it.
one thing about Europe I miss. I did not have to worry about tornado watching. You get the occasional bad storm, but I didn't have to worry about Dorothy coming over my house over the rainbow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I
my
guess we
God.
will end it there then. That was so bizarre. Yeah, we will see you all next week, hopefully. Hopefully no more technical or health issues come back up. Maybe we'll start divulging into some tier activities. All right, we will see you guys next week then. Bye.